Hello, hello, hello. Thank you everyone for tuning in to Real Estate Tuesdays. Yes, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. I am here at Facebook Live to discuss different things, different topics affecting real estate. Sometimes you get me, and sometimes we have some other folks, some other real estate professionals joining us, shedding some light on various real estate topics. Today we're discussing solar energy and the pros and cons of solar. I don't know about you guys, I get tons of letters in the mail, folks knocking on my door, asking me, soliciting me to get solar panels, which I have not done yet. So I'm doing my research, so I am sharing that research with you, all right? So we all know we have this glorious sun, Arizona sun, which we enjoy immensely. Tons of sports and activities surrounded around the sun here in the valley in Phoenix. It's our hottest commodity. And these solar panels and solar companies are taking full. I don't know why that keeps happening to me. All right, hang on. Let's try this again, shall we? Technical difficulties, people. Technical difficulties. All right. And we're back. So, let's chat about the pros of having solar panels on your property. All right? One pro is that it reduces your electric bills, and you can save thousands on your bills depending on the size of your home, depending on your usage, and depending on the state that you're in. Now, you're saving thousands over the life of those solar panels. So we're saying that those solar panels have a life of 20 years or more, so that $30,000 savings that the solar companies are stating that you would save and keep in your pocket is over the life of the time that you have these solar panels in use. So let's keep that in mind. So it depends on your area. For Arizona, we have no shortage of sunshine. So for that reason, it totally makes sense. Another pro are the tax benefits of solar that are currently available. How that may change over the years, we don't know, but as of right now, there are some tax benefits to having solar energy, and also the benefits to your community as far as job creation, and job creation for solar manufacturing and solar installers, which is on a larger scale helping the community, helping the economy, and helping the environment. Number 3 is your independence, your energy independence. So solar, the sun, of course, we have an infinite source of energy, and so, but solar panels, we are reducing our dependence on oil and fossil fuels. So we have more predictability in our bills with regards to energy. Pro number 4 is that we reduce our carbon footprint. Solar energy generates power without giving off dangerous emissions. All right. So some carbon footprint from the production and distribution of the solar panels is given off. However, the energy itself is clean, free of pollutants, and renewable. Now, let's keep in mind that the average American home produces over 14 pounds of carbon dioxide a year. So you can reduce that carbon footprint by more than 3,000 pounds by using solar energy in your home. And pro number 5 is it requires little maintenance on your part, and the longevity of these units lasting 20 years or more. So let's head over to the disadvantages of solar, because we want to give a clear view and give all the information so that people can make a informed decision. Okay? So some of the cons of solar. Con number 1 would be the high cost of solar when buying the panels. Now, you don't tend to spend any money when you lease them. So there's that, but there's pros and cons there as well. So when buying the panels, you're really looking at $20,000 or more. So that could be prohibitive for a lot of people. Con number 2 is that the output of solar is highly dependent on the weather, the conditions of your area. So again, the sun is very important, and here in Arizona we have no shortage of sunshine. All right. However, we do have storms here, cloudy days here, rainy days here. So that affects us a little bit, not much, but there's certain parts of the country that may be important and would negatively affect how your system runs. Number 3 is your inability to take the system with you. All right. So in theory, yes, the solar company can come and remove those systems and place them on your new home. But it's not very practical to do that. The number of panels that they put on the home, that they install on the home, it really depends on your usage, the size of your roof. There's other factors to consider. So in theory that can be done, but it really isn't very practical that you can take those solar panels and move them to your next home. So in my view, that's a con. All right, because the next person may want solar, they may not, and there's a cost to remove them. You know, there's more disadvantages there. Number 4 is, depending on your area again, it is inconvenient to have solar in inner cities and other areas with limited space. So if you have a small roof or limited space for these solar panels the way they are today, this would be prohibitive for you having solar in your home and using solar to reduce any energy costs. So remember that how the solar panels are today, you need 100 square feet of roof space for every kilowatt of solar. All right. So again, that could provide some issues. The bottom line is that, I mean, there's pros and cons to everything, and this is no different. So of course there are advantages and disadvantages to solar. Solar is constantly improving, so that's an advantage. All right. There is a return on your investment over time, over the life of the solar panels, which is stated to be 20 years or more. The energy that's produced is clean, renewable, and abundant. Right. So we have to factor in, however, when you are leasing versus buying solar panels. A lot of people think, oh, I have solar, so this is an added benefit to my home, and this improves and increases the value of my home. Yes and no. So if you lease the solar panels, then those solar panels do not belong to you, and they do not increase the value of the home. So when an appraiser comes by, those solar panels give $0, okay, when leased. So if those, and then the next buyer would have to assume the lease, and there's certain qualifications there. So now, compared to a few years ago, a lot of solar companies have relaxed their standards in qualifying for solar. So it's not really prohibitive as much as it used to be, where if you qualify for a mortgage, chances are high that you qualify for solar. All right. However, you do have to take a look at the debt to income ratio, because your mortgage company is going to look at what that payment is today and what that payment would be towards the end of the solar lease, and factor that into your debt to income ratio, so that there could be issues qualifying. Not for you as a homeowner, but if you choose to sell your house, there may be issues there. Also, so again, we already spoke about there being zero value given for solar on a lease. Zero, zip, zilch, nada. All right. So when it comes to solar panels being owned and paid for, that depends on the amount of savings, the cost that was involved, how old the solar panels are, the same as anything else. That is seen as a benefit and can increase the value of your home. So just keep that in mind. if you are selling your home, to keep that paperwork ready for both your real estate professional and the appraiser when it comes time due. So anyway, I hope you guys found this to be helpful, discussing solar, as you too may have people knocking on your door and have various solicitations about solar energy, and help you decide whether or not this is right for you. You know, do an analysis of what you have spent with your current electric company versus what the payments will be for solar, and what the savings are there, if any. Don't just look at the high months, because we know June, July, August tend to be significantly higher in Arizona energy-wise versus January, February, and March. You know, our windows are open. Most of us aren't running the ceiling fans and air conditioning and jumping in the pool and all of those things. So these are all factors to consider. Anyway, we're here every Tuesday at 2 o'clock, Facebook Live. If you have any questions or any topics that you would like to see addressed, feel free to call me, text me, send me a message, send a pigeon my way, whatever the case may be. Next week, I will see you here, hopefully. Ta-ta for now.